Welcome to episode 11 of making max cash starting with the Twisted Bow. In the last episode, I ended up selling all of the gear, armor, and everything I had in the bank to gather all of the GP up and buy myself the Scythe of Vitur. We now have the Scythe and the Twisted Bow and not very much else. In today's video, I'll be rebuilding from the ground up with the Scythe and the Twisted Bow. We have very limited gear, but we do have two of the most powerful weapons in game. Now, before the video begins and we get into this crazy rebuild, it brings me great pleasure to announce that we have launched our very first official merchandise. All of the products you can see on screen right now will be available for the next 12 days only. May or may not have got some inspiration from the Pokemon First Edition stamp, so if any of you guys fancy scooping yourself either a new t-shirt or a hoodie, or maybe even a Rakesy mug, you can go to rakesy.shop or click the first link down in the description and see what tickles your fancy. Any of the purchases that you guys do make will be directly supporting me, and to any of you guys that do end up buying merchandise, thank you very much. With all of that being said, I do hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure you leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I hope you enjoy. We've got a mighty loot tab. I'm going to go chuck it in the Grand Exchange and see what we can buy with the money. We ended up finishing with 54 Zolandra kills, 5.6 mil, and as you can see from my inventory right now, we have 1.8 mil cash, and we also have the blowpipe, along with the Fury and the D-hide boots. Doing pretty well so far. I would like to get a budget DK's gear set up right now. We have the Elite Diary done, so we get noted DK bones, and hopefully we're going to get really lucky and get a bunch of Archer rings. This is going to be our setup right now. We bought ourselves the Occult necklace and also the regular trident. We are on ancient magics and we have just under 300 blood barrages to cast, so this should be interesting to see how much we make. Even if we don't manage to get good RNG on the rings, we still have the noted DK bones, so we're definitely going to be making profit every single trip. Oh! It's like 5 in the morning right now. I just yelled. Let's go. That has made this entire trip very worth it. We've killed 132 DKs. So we're actually pretty deep into this one. And that is the best drop we could have possibly got. Trip is finished. We didn't manage to get anything past the archers apart from the warriors ring. Let's see how much we just made. Without the DK bones, we made 4.3 mil. And we managed to kill a total of 168. That's 1.3 mil in DK bone. 5.6 mil that trip. Damn, that's pretty good. Look at the cash stack we had before. Look at the cash stack we have now. That's a pretty good improvement. We've just purchased the Zami and the Saradome and D-hide chaps. I'm now buying myself the Black Mask, which I'm going to be making back into the Hydra Mask. There is the Hydra Slayer helm back. All I need to go and do is re-imbue this at the Nightmare Zone. And we currently have a task of 221 Greater Demons. I have 19 million points. Is that the imbued helm? Let's go and kill some Zamorak. Ah, come on. 1000 KC for the Dragonstone. It's like it's taunting me. Final kill of the task. Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything apart from the Steam Battle Staff. Hopefully the RNG is going to be better elsewhere. Oh, yes. Oh, the Tanzanite Fang. 3.3 mil. I actually know what the price of this is right now because they're nerfing the blowpipe. This thing might be worth a lot less, but still, it's gonna be worth something surely. Finished with the Zora for now. The loot tab has been sold. 3 mil for the Tanzanite Fang. That actually isn't too bad. I was kind of worried it was gonna be like a mil. Really, that's not too bad. Also, scales are 150 GP each. These things had crashed. That's more expensive than what they were a few days ago. We're actually gonna go kill some DKs right now. We do have some nice cash. We can make some nice upgrades. The new and improved DK setup made some nice changes. We can now afford to use the Magma helmet. Big shout out to Turtle CG for helping me out with the gates here. We got ourselves the Dragon Boots. We've actually made some nice upgrades here, and most significantly, we have the Trident of the Swamp instead of the regular Trident. This should make a very big difference with these kill times. Circle. Hey, another circle. A nice berserker ring. Gimme. Man, I don't know what it is about the B-ring on the ground, but never gets old. There's our second ring of the trip, the beautiful Archer's ring. We've done 157 kills and we have so many supplies left. The Berserker ring from earlier, I think we're gonna make some money this time. Holy crap, man. We've had 3 good rings this trip. 207 KC, still got plenty of supplies to go. I think I'm just gonna stare for as long as I can. Let's see how many kills we get at the end of this. This actually happened before I got the Berserker ring. I didn't see this at all. I got 98 defense, 124 combat. We are 1 level away from being maxed melee on this account. 300 kills this trip. I still have supplies, but I'm tired. I can't do any more DKs right now. But holy crap, that has to be my biggest trip I've ever done, I think. Look at this stacked inventory right now. Holy crap. Alright, let's have a look how much we made. Okay, without the bones, we've already made 9 mil, so this is obviously going to be over a 10 mil green cash stack. And with the bones, we've made 11.4 mil. DK's loot has been sold. I'm going to be keeping this Berserker ring, which I'm going to imbue in just a second. I needed to get this anyways, because I plan to do TOB with a scythe very soon. But that's 9 mil cash to add to the bank. With the 11 mil cash stack I had, I purchased myself obsidian plate legs and also the Bandos Godsword. I was planning to get myself a fighter torso, but I ended up going against it, and I went back to the Grand Exchange a little later on and purchased myself the obsidian plate body. Another last man standing intermission. Another rune pouch has been claimed. How much is this thing going for right now? 3 mil. We are gonna go do ourselves some TOBs right now, and I don't think I've ever done TOB in D-Boots or Obsidian, so this should be interesting, but I think the strength bonus is gonna be more than enough. I want to do all of them, please. First time charging the scythe on this account. You lower the scythe into the well. The scythe has been charged with 600 hits for now. Look at this little lantern filled with blood. This is going to be fun. This is actually the first time I got around to using the scythe. Although it's very powerful and debatably one of the most powerful weapons for melee, it's not really that useful when you can't afford to charge it, and you also don't have the gear to go along with it. At this point into the rebuild, we'd already made a ton of money from the DKs and also from Zulrah. The gear that I'm using is probably considered quite budget. However, the scythe is the best in slot when it comes to TOB, and it definitely will make up for the fact of all of my other items. Not to mention this was most likely on par, if not better, than when I was using max gear here with the Blade of Saldor. And so far, no luck from the TOB. Between killing Zulrah, doing the DKs, and also the occasional TOB, I've also started to do more Corrupted Gauntlet. And it's effectively a 10-minute dungeon comparable to Dungeoneering that has some pretty nice rewards, including the Blade of Saldor, but a more likely drop you can get is the Crystal Armor Seed. With only a 1 in 50 chance from a Corrupted Gauntlet, and with the current nerf and buffing discussion that Jagex are having, the Crystal Armor Seed has actually skyrocketed in price. So I decided to test out my luck. Fortunately and unfortunately, we did manage to grab ourselves a Crystal Armor Seed at the time. The unfortunate part, you might ask, it's 5.5 mil! Oh my days! I was recording my desktop audio. Moving on, the Crystal Armor Seed ended up selling for a staggering 7 mil GP. Not bad for 10 minutes of work. The Hydra's Lever, which I'm going to go make into Ferocious Gloves. And this is going to be a really, really nice melee upgrade. Yes, please. Ferocious Gloves. Oh, they're so nice. Let's have a look at what the difference is between the Barrow Gloves and the Ferocious Gloves. I think it's 2 strength. That should be a max hit. They actually look really nice as well. Well, there we go. That's a permanent upgrade for the account. 182 raids. Purple! Oh! We actually got a purple, dude! Oh my god, we actually got what I told you. Please. This is the first purple in a long time. Please be something good. Please. Come on. Come on. Don't be the plate. Yes! Oh, that's really good! How much is the rapier right now? 138 mil. Holy, that's a good drop, boys. I haven't seen one of those in forever. I don't think I've actually seen one in this series. I remember we got a rapier on day 3 of TOB release. I sold it for like 1.3 bill. That's actually so good. Oh, this is going to be a nice split. How much is the split from the rapier? 4-man rapier. Oh, that'd be nice. 31.5 mil. I will take it. The second best split we could have got from TOB. Very, very nice. I think these are the 2 best upgrades I can make right now. The last time I bought these necklaces, they were like 19 mil or something a few months back. Oh my, I got loads of cash left as well. Wow, that's actually awesome. I know Obsidian's considered like kind of newbie gear. I don't even care. I look like an absolute menace right now. I'm an absolute tank. That looks so nice. So I've taken these 3 items out of the bank right now. Everything that we sold the bank for in last episode, we bought the scythe, but these are the 3 items that we have left after we sold the entire bank. That means that everything which is in the bank that remains is going to be the profit that we've made so far in this episode, the first rebuild with the scythe and the twisted bow. Let's take a look. With the roughly 2 mil that we have in the scythe and blood runes, and everything else that we have in the bank right now, all of this that we've rebuilt from this episode alone, the bank will roughly be around 80 mil, which is fantastic. We made 31 mil from doing TOB from the rapier split that I got last night. Everything else has been made from various different PVM, but we have already rebuilt the bank to a whopping 80 mil. That's pretty good. And that will conclude episode 11 of Making Max Cash, starting with the Twisted Bow. I feel like we've made some really good progress in today's episode, and we've ended up with a bank value of 80 mil minus the scythe, Tbow, and serpentine helm. It's crazy. It didn't feel like I was making that much money at the time, because getting the odd berserker ring and archer ring here and there, you kind of forget how much those things add up. Needless to say that by the next episode, the bank value is going to be way past 100 mil bank value, meaning we would have bought back most of our significant gear that we're missing. This is one of the first times that I've actually used the scythe before, and I've been loving it. With all of that being said, I do hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you very soon. And don't forget to buy the merch.